Hello and welcome to another tutorial with Zenphi. Today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be going over how you can create a Zenphi flow as well as dashboard to be able to automate your insurance claim processing. Now we're going to be using the power of AI to make this process even easier, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first step to any Zenphi flow is to set up your trigger, which is the action that starts your flow. For this example, we're using a Zenphi form trigger. So this trigger is going to start the flow whenever a form response is submitted. So here we're able to configure our form. You can add as many questions as you desire. Here we've added the full name, contact phone number, email address, date of the incident, description of the incident, and then a space for them to be able to upload their insurance card. Now this is very important because we're going to be extracting the information from their insurance card to be able to locate their policy. Now the first action that we have is this GUID generator. This is going to help us be able to generate an ID for the specific claim that was open. Now we're going to proceed to actually extracting the fields from our insurance card. So we're going to use the Run AI Model action, and we're going to select our model from the drop-down menu. After that, we're going to use the chain icon, which is the token picker, to be able to select the insurance card that they uploaded. Now, if you haven't generated your AI model before, you're going to need to create a new one. In this case, we're using the form processor, which is going to help us extract the information from a structured document. All you have to do is upload the file that you want to use as a reference, and then you can select whichever fields you wish to extract, for example, the insurance company, the policy number, the year, the model, etc. I've also created a Zenphi table where we're going to store all of the claims that come in through the form. So to do this, we're going to create a new table and we're going to add as many columns as we wish. In this case, we've added the policy number, the insured name, the agent's name, agent phone number, status, claim ID, which was just generated, when it was created, and when it was closed. And now using the create record action, we're able to select the table that we wish to fill in, select the fields we want to add, and then choose which value belongs in which field. Now, for example, all of these, the value comes from the insurance card, so all we have to do is choose the token picker, go to our extracted information, and we can choose the values here. For the status here, all of them would be open, and then we can choose the date created from the submit time in the form, as well as the GUID that was just generated for the ID. Now, since the insurance card has the name of the agent, I want to make sure we get the agent's information, which I have stored in a different table. So now we have this other Zenphi table, which is the agent directory. So here we can see their name, their email, and their phone number. So what I'm going to do is use the lookup record action, select the agent directory table, and here what I'm going to do is add a condition that I want it to return the record when the agent name is equal to the agent name that was extracted from their insurance card, which is right here. And this way, if their insurance card says their agent is John Doe, we can have the output be just the information for the agent name, email, and phone number for John Doe. So we want to make sure we send it to the agent to review. So we're going to use an assign task action. You can modify the name, the description, you can modify the outcome. So here I've had them choose from being processed or closed claim if it's not a valid claim. So if they click on being processed, that means it's going to be worked on. So for the agent email, I would get that from the lookup agent action, and then you can add as much information here as you think is necessary. Here I've also attached the insurance card from the form, and you can choose the expiry and reminders if needed. And depending on their selection, we want to make sure we take different action depending on if the claim is valid or not. So we're going to use an if condition. In this case, the clause would be to follow the true branch when the response outcome is equal to being processed. And now if it's not a valid claim, we want to make sure we change the status and close the claim. So we're going to use the update record action, select the auto insurance claims table. For the record ID, we're going to get that from the step where we added it to the table, so we can choose this token. For the date closed date, we're going to choose the response time from our previous action, and then status would be invalid. The last step here would be to notify the client that they need to resubmit. Now our assign task action allows you to be able to receive comments, so you can easily let them know what they need to change or complete in order to resubmit and have their claim actually be validated. However, if it's being processed, we want to make sure we update the status to being processed the same way as we did previously. We're going to let the client know that it's being processed and they'll receive a response in the next couple days. This would be done using the send email action. And then we would add another task for the agent. So using the assign task action once again, the only outcome is going to be completed, and this is going to be marked as completed once they have finished processing the claim. So once the task is marked as completed, we're going to want to close it. Same thing as we did previously, but this time the status is going to be closed instead of invalid. And the date close would be the response time from the previous task that we assigned. And the last step would be to notify the client once again via email using the send email action. Feel free to add any attachments if needed. And now, one of the main benefits of having everything in a Zenphi table is that you're able to create dashboards. So here I've created 3 different widgets in a dashboard page that I'm able to use to be able to see the information in a clear way. We're able to filter the information. So for example, the ones at the top are all of the open claims, the ones in the middle are the ones that are being processed, and the ones at the bottom, as we can see, contains all of the claims. So if we look at the claim backlog, we can see that number 1 appears in the first widget while number 2 appears in the second widget. So this is going to make it really easy for you to keep track of which ones are still being worked on. And that would be everything. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comments section and check out the link in the description to be able to sign up for a free demo meeting with our specialized team. Thank you so much for watching.